Right, Shalom. I want to start by saying Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Kahalayim Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of our grand millstone. And Shalom to you brothers out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash, and Shalom to you believers who are scattered around the four corners. Okay, I'm gonna do this lesson right here, and it's gonna be a quick lesson going into some of the things that I've been speaking on, during the live video I've been trying to do the last couple of days, and going into how people are getting terrified by seeing what Yahweh Shah is sending upon the earth with all these signs of either pestilence, rumors of wars, the uproars of people, all right, famine, and this one is going to be it's going to be famine, topic, and this is something I ran into on skynews.com, and this is what is it, based over there in UK. Okay, this was on Thursday, 22nd of July, 2021, and I'm gonna read this right here. This the head topic, and then show you the photos, and probably get a few scriptures on it. And then this is going into also what Apostle Ramallah was talking about. Everything is being set in stages. Like, if you look around you, you got everything that was written in the Bible happening right now, especially in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, right? So, and I'm gonna have to go into Matthew 24 to get a few precepts somewhere else, and just to show you that this is not something that just happening randomly. This is Yahweh Shah doing, because a famine is one of those plagues that's going to be sent upon earth. Okay, it says here, and the thing 19, increasing pressure to keep shelves stocked as a pandemic. I don't know why they say pandemic. Threatens staffing. Retailers warn. The British Retail Consortium has urged the government to act to help relieve the pressure on supply chains caused by the thing. When I said the thing is is the COVID related staffing shortage, with Brexit also having left some businesses struggling to plug the gaps. And when you see the photo, it says here, empty shelves in a COP. I don't know. This is some stores over there in UK. All right, England. As you can see in the photos, this is it's a beer section or alcohol section, and that looks empty. You see, so everything is being and people over there, soon they're gonna lose it, man, because them English people, they love their beers, whatever they call it over there, brews. When they watching soccer and all that, they like to drink beers and shit. So in a minute they're gonna be just watching soccer, drink water, man. Maybe water will even be there. It says right here, retailers says they are under increasing pressure to keep shelves full stocked amid staff shortage caused by, they don't want to say pandemic, but it's they say pandemic, but it's pandemic. So the industry bosses have warned that supply chains start to fail due to the number of workers, including lorry drivers and meat processing staff, getting pinched by the NHS. They're pinched. That's a term of saying getting fired, getting sacked. But I guess over there they say pinched in the UK. And then I'll go down and show another photo. It says here, this is coming from somebody on Twitter. It says, lots of empty shelves in aisles at the large supermarket in a Bath, and that shit look empty, man. There's only 4, or it's like a one package of water. The rest is empty, and this is July 21st, 2021. And that looks empty. Okay, and this is not being reported over here, on our news, channel 7, channel 10, SBS probably touch on it. ABC, they probably touch on it, but the main ones, people that watch is channel 7, channel 9, channel 10. Those are the main channels people here watch because they be having TV shows, sports, and all that. But ABC and SBS, that's more of like news channels, and people don't watch that shit. It says here, some shoppers some shoppers have posted pictures on social media of empty supermarket shelves in parts of the country. Many businesses are complaining about the effects of pinch on staffing levels, firing staff on staff levels, but at the same time, the government is working to address a HGV drought shortage. I don't know what the HGV stands for. With some products continue to be affected by fresh regulations caused by Brexit, and some subsidy might be down to local issues. Let's see. So there you go. More photos. It says the industry bosses have won. As you can see, this is oil, juice, water, chips. What else is out there? It's empty, man. It looks empty. And then let me go. So there's a video right here. The PM is a super spreader of confusion. I'm not gonna play the video also. And then it says here, I'm not ready. See, this is good. This is really good. It says here, latest figures show over 500 people were pinched by the app in the week up to the 7th of July. So leading to concern that millions could be forced out of work as the virus cases rise. You see? And then it says here, some people has announced exemption for some workers identified as critical. So it's too much going on over there in England, man. I don't know why the fuck in the world that the Prime Minister or ease ease the whole restrictions where people were back in the clubs partying and doing all that. But when all this is happening right here, so that's that's deception right there. They're telling you one thing, but one thing is happening. They probably showed about rich area because when you go into it, man, when the time comes, all right, you're gonna have people buying, selling, drinking, marrying. Where those are the rich people, man. All right, those are the rich people. Who's gonna be doing that? By the rich area, the ghetto, all right, the poverty area, they're gonna be going through a lot of shit, man. All right, they're gonna be going through a lot of troubles. Okay, they're gonna be example I can give is if you pay attention and look into the whole area that got locked down over here in it's like over there in Sydney, those suburbs with 1 million people, those are what you so-called ghettos, okay, poverty area where like Bogans, Wogs, okay, Africans, all right, Vietnamese, okay, Philippines, what else? Comedians, people like that. Those areas is where those people live. Okay, but when it comes to the rich Europeans, rich Australians, rich Chinese people, rich Arabs people, you won't find them in there. You see, so the areas that get infected first are the where like what is it, minority people, people who are in poverty leave. All right, the low class, that's right, low class people leave. All right, the middle class people, some of them are affected also. Okay, little businesses get affected, but the ones who who work for big business or who got big businesses, those are still going, man. Okay, you can't tell me the Woolies bosses are affected right now. No, their shit has increased. All right, their earnings has increased. Their salaries has increased. Okay, but those Arab who owns those little stores you see, and they affected. All right, some of them are affected. Those ones that sell bread. All right, bread over here they usually sell bread, kebab. What else do they sell? Meat, all that. They affected right now. Okay, because guess what? They can shut your ass down because Woolies will sell you meat. All right, Coles will sell you regular meat and sell you halal meat. You see, Coles already cover both parts. So, and they can shut you down because them niggas are them fucking Arabs. They fucking they really they be doing shit under the table. They don't want us pay for taxes, so they rather receive cash and convey their money, through going to the ATM and deposit their shit. You know what I mean? So they do those things, and then the government is already corrupted those things, man. All right. So anyway, this is the reason why you see this stuff happening in poverty areas, man. Eventually in my state, Queensland, guess what? They're gonna target the areas where Aboriginal live, the same race I just mentioned to you. Those areas are gonna be targeted soon. Okay, they're gonna target those people first, and make them suffer, and make them really rely on the government. Rely on the government and all that, man. Okay, because there was another article I ran into that you had people line up to receive benefits from the government. Okay, and then some people were going back home without receiving nothing because it's too many people waiting, and by the time they get up to you, the office is closing. They close at 4 p.m. You see, so you got people waking up 3, 4, 2 in the morning just to go lined up to receive some benefits so they can have some type of income to pay the rent, to pay for food. Even though they say that the rent is covered, but you never know. You never know, man. Okay, you never know because people are fucking protesting and they're telling you, I'm not happy because this is happening. But the news they don't wanna show you that. They don't wanna make people panic. Okay, they wanna tell you everything is covered. Oh, the government is giving the benefits. The government got they got this more money coming in to support these people. But really, why if that was the case, then why you got people complaining and protesting? Then you see. But the famine is coming, and that's what's gonna raise up people to go crazy, man. All right. So let's go ahead and get a few scriptures and close up the lesson. All right, and it's like y'all, as a background, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse. I'm sure I go to the point. All right, in verse 6, it says, "You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." We've been seeing this happening. Okay, these big countries like Russia is a kingdom, China is a kingdom itself. All right, Iran, the Persians are kingdom. Okay, those are kingdoms rising up against kingdom. Okay, and you got kingdoms of Esau also rising up against the kingdom of Esau. All right, because Russians are fucking Edomites as well. Okay, UK, that's also a kingdom. But what happened though? They're another reason why UK is going through this shit because the whole Brexit, okay, which is a prophecy in the book of Daniel, the second chapter, man. Okay, that whole Mary Claire came mixed with a Porter, something like that. That's that whole situation happening over there, man. Okay, and then so nation against nation, you see that happening right now. You see, you see with your own eyes, Edomites, protesting against the governments and all that. All right. Then it says here, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So this right here is a famine. Okay, coming in slowly over there in UK. Okay, and hey, like I said before, Nigeria is going through it. South Africa, Cuba, where they're going through it, man. And then it says here, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. All these things here are just the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows. That's the birth pain coming in slowly, man. It's just coming. That those birth pain that women go through before they give birth is slowly coming out. People feeling it. People getting scared, and they don't know what to do in this type of situation right now, man. Okay, but eventually it's gonna be come out. So Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 21, it says here, "Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils go up upon the earth, right? Sword, famine, and great confusion. You see that? So when you think everything is running smooth, things things might be cheap. You might be getting benefits from the government. The fuel might be cheap here and there. All right, and you think, okay, man, everything is smooth, man. It's all good. All right. The next minute, all right, what's gonna happen? Then shall evils go out upon earth, man. Okay, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. And confusion, man. When the confusion is going on around the earth, man, people like, that's when people they don't know what the next minute is going to be. They don't know when the government is gonna really cover them when they in some type of hard situations, because the government already showed that type of trust. So they in that situation, their mind ain't right. Okay, they're just losing it. Stress also. Then it says, verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as a dung. So, after that, man, when there's no food, there's no water, and you can't receive your next meal, guess what? When you go to the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it tells you that your neighbor, let's say you're cooking something good, right? Well, they're gonna be able to tell if you have food on you, man. They can smell it. Okay, they see be in trouble. All right, they're telling you, hey, man, we know a good place to go get food. Would you wanna come with us? Well, you're gonna be like, look, man, I'm all right. Well, they're gonna be like, okay, this person got food on him. Well, they're gonna come. They're gonna come to your house, man. All right, they're gonna try get in your house, and what is it gonna cause? Fight. Okay. And that's where it goes to. What is 2nd Ezra 15:15 says here, for the sword and the destruction drove nigh, and one people shall fight against another, and sword in their hand. Okay, and then it's like the scripture right here. It's like the scriptures verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of their lack of bread, and for great tribulation. You see. That's another thing why people gonna lose it, and neighbors go against neighbors for food, man. You see. So going back to 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as a dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and city shall be cast down. Eventually that's what's gonna happen. People gonna die, and it's gonna be left on what? They're gonna be cast out as dung. Like dung, it means shit. They're just gonna be on, laid down as shit. Nobody's gonna care about you. Nobody's gonna really come comfort you or cry over you, because every man's gonna be trying to survive, man. All right, and this is coming out slowly, man. Everything is just it's in its place. And how about Shimei Ashar, man? He's making his moves slowly, and people, how about Shimei Ashar is doing. He got great prophets prophesying about these things to come. Then he got false prophets telling you there's no evil about to come upon you. So you got these Christians, they're living all right. Oh yeah, man, we already saved, life, this and that. You ain't gotta fear nothing. But guess what? Them evils gonna go up on you quickly, man. And from there, what are you gonna do in the time of your visitation, man? Nothing. And so a few scriptures I'm gonna give. The book of Jeremiah, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 22. Therefore, thus said Yahweh Shimei of hosts, behold, I'll punish them. The young men shall die by the sword, and their sons and their daughters shall die by famine. So famine is a key. It's one of the key thing we look for. It's a sign. Okay, it's mentioned in the book of Matthew 24, right? And that was coming from the mouth of Yahushua himself. So that's a key thing. Okay, that's a key. That's a token we look for. All right. Let's see. Let me. Jeremiah 16:4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. Just like I just read in the book of 2nd Ezra, right? Okay. They shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and the carcass shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So eventually people gonna, die, and then, guess what? You're gonna be left to be eaten, man. All right, you're gonna be left to be eaten by the fowls of the heavens and by other beasts. All right, over here in Australia we've got dingoes. Okay, you crackers that love going swimming, man. You're gonna be thrown up in the ocean where sharks are gonna eat you, crocodiles, they're gonna eat you. Your own dogs also, man. Your dog's gonna be hungry, man. Your German shepherds, your pit bulls, they're gonna be starving. What you think they're gonna eat in those days, man? Okay, and how about Shim Yashar, man? Is a terrible power, man. Is a power to fear. You should fear for him. It's like you should fear him, man. And he got things really ordered out, man. He got everything in place. So, I'm gonna just stop right there, man. Hopefully this session was edified, and made sense to you brothers out there, man. So a famine is coming, and those are signs we're looking for. Again, it's a water to Yahweh, Bashim Yasha, Bashim Kokodash. All right, forgive me in spirit to do this lesson right here. Again, double honor to the apostles and the elders of God Millstone. And shalom to you brothers out there and sisters out there that believe. Hey, shalom.